Good morning. It's the 29th of October 2021, and my god, has it been a night. Yesterday was very warm, as I was saying, and that turned out to be the case. Last night, though, the storms broke over Melbourne, the city, and the whole state actually, and we've had about between 35 km and 55 to, I think in some parts even 75 km winds for most of the night. Starting from about 10, 11, I think last night, and just going up until now, which is now about 8 o'clock. So, yeah, it's been really hectic. There's power outages all across the city, all across the state. There's a lot of trees fallen, people's roofs have blown off, etc., etc. So we're having one of these things where it's also a high pollen because of that, and because we're in mid-spring, we have this high pollen count in the atmosphere as well, which means because of the rain and because of the flowers coming up into bloom. And now with this wind, for example, it's carrying vast sort of swarms of pollen and things like this and other detritus into the atmosphere, and a lot of people are getting quite unwell, going to hospital. Some people have died from like it's called an asthma storm. We have them here. The last one we had in 2016, sort of on the same level of this extremity. So yeah, it's been quite a hectic night. I've not slept very well, as you can probably see, and it's one of these things which I think is compounded by a very warm day preceding. Actually, you can usually see the days preceding that the sun set more so than the sunrise. Whether the sunset, if it's a very red color, a red orange, almost like the sky is not on fire, but it has that sort of tinge to it, peachy, reddy, orange color, then the next day you can predict will be probably quite warm, out of the ordinary warm. And then the next day, that also happened. And then, not yesterday obviously, but the day before last, that's also something that happened, I noticed in the atmosphere. So I knew that something was going to happen. So it gets very, very hot. So it's the hottest we've been so far in spring this year. It was yesterday, which was my sister's birthday, the 28th of October, not November. I said November yesterday, thing by accident. And then it compounds with this, where it creates so much heat that then you have so much evaporative aspect over the whole state yesterday, or going towards last night, I should say, that it now compounds and creates this sort of pressure system now, where we've had just almost like a bang like this, like an anvil. And so here we are. So yeah, apparently the winds will last until about the afternoon. They'll drop down to about 35 kilometers per hour, and then to the 20s, and then hopefully into the 10s. But yeah, it seems like this is something which will last for most of the day, and everything's rattling every time there's wind blast. Everything just rattles. So yeah, anyway, hopefully everyone else is keeping safe, and thanks for watching. Gotta go. Bye.